So stepping back and into a low lunge, we're going to flatten the back foot. Before we sink down totally, we are going to do a little dynamic yin-yang yoga. So we're in a nice 90-90, we're squeezing the butt, we're pushing the pelvis forward, and again, like we've done the other night, it's as if there's a button 4 inches from the knee, and we're just going to push that button. So forward and back, opening up the hip flexor. Yes, I should have got the tap of the pillows. We won't be here long. Nice. Good. And now sinking all the way down. Inside hand is coming splayed open, and we're going to rotate up. Looking up again. Sinking a little bit deeper into that stretch, into that lunge. Every exhale. Try and keep that body nice and tall, pushing the hand away from the ear. Push, push, push. And with that upper hand, reach it back to grab onto your foot. Pull that foot up. Looking back, pulling on that foot as much as you can handle the intensity. Trying to keep your upper body nice and tall. Coming off the knee, you should be on your quadricep now as much as possible. Can you take any more? Release. Good job. And we're going to come into a pigeon. So that front foot is wiggling across the mat. We're going to keep the foot nice and flexed, which is going to help protect the knee. And you're sinking down. Your pelvis is forward facing. You're using that back foot to pull your body out. And we're staying nice and tall to start. As you are ready and your muscles release, you can come down onto your forearms. Again, keep that foot as flexed as possible just to protect the knee. Engages the hip flexors as well. And then slowly make your way down. You may want to stack your fists or put your forehead straight on top of the mat, whichever you are feeling comfortable to do. As the muscles and ligaments relax. And the next exhale, slowly push up. Come into a down dog here. So your transition is into a table, then to a down dog. And when you start your down dog, if you need to pedal your feet, lifting the heels off the ground, you can do that in order to break up the back body a little bit. You can sit on one leg a little longer if you need to. And try and tuck the chin to your chest. Releasing all of the microfibers in your neck, all that tension. Get a good stretch through from your lower back. And if you're able to drive both heels in, that's great. If not, as they warm up, you might be able to. From here, inhale to plank. We're going to hold our plank position for a few breaths. Just to get comfortable with it before we do our opposite side low lunge. Inhale down to Chataranga. Elbows are right into the sides of your body. Try and hold this for a few breaths. When you can't take any more, come into upward facing dog. Good job, Alice. Flatten those feet. Well done. Upward facing. And exhale, come back into down dog. lunging forward with the opposite leg. Nice low lunge. Before we get into it, we're going to push our button again. So, engaging the butt, getting ourselves nice and comfortably uncomfortable. Open up the hip flexor. Push that button with the knee. One more. Good. Plant the arm down. Hand is sprawled out right underneath the shoulder. Open up the opposite arm up to the ceiling, looking up nice. Up stretch. Reach through the floor, through the ceiling. Pushing that arm away from the ear. And reaching that upper arm back to grab onto your foot, coming off the knee. Try to come onto the quadricep. That's right, you got it. Now go, good job. Two more breaths. And release out of that. Coming back into your table. No, pigeon. Aha, you were going to let me miss that, weren't you? Yes. Sorry, back into pigeon. Flex that foot. Reach back with the back leg, pulling yourself out, keeping the pelvis and the hips forward facing. If and when you're ready to come down to your forearms, please do. Make your way to the floor as and when your muscles and ligaments loosen and allow you. You may feel one side is more tight than the other. Don't force it, work through it, breathe through. And on the next exhale, slowly push yourselves up. Roll out of that over the hip. Annabelle's peeking. Back into your table. And up into down dog. Curl those toes under your shins. Exhale. Come on up. We're going to start our vinyasa momentarily. You want to shift your hips left and right. Pedal the feet or just try and force those heels into the mat, whatever works for you. We're going to inhale the plank. Exhale the chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale the child's pose. Hang out here. Again, you can rock left to right if you're feeling slightly tight. And you're going to roll your hands open. So your slight rotations, your palms are facing upwards. Engage the shoulder blades there. And bring those arms around to the right. Same thing. make your way around to the left. Back to center. And bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Push up nice and gently. Come back to table. And we're going to go through our vinyasa a few times. Inhale. Exhale into down dog. Inhale the plank. Exhale chaturanga. Inhale upward facing dog. Exhale, come back into child's pose. Take one breath in between. Inhale the table. Exhale down dog. Inhale the plank. Exhale chaturanga. Inhale upward facing. Exhale down dog. You know it, child's pose. Take a breath. Let's go 3 more times. Inhale, table. Down dog. Inhale, plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Child's pose. Take a break in between as you need. If you don't need a break, inhale the table. Down dog. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Child's pose. Pull back. One more. Inhale, table. Down dog. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Child's pose. Open the knees to the edges of the mat this time. Bring your arms behind your back. Roll the shoulders, straighten the arms, interlace those hands. Stack the arms over the back. Forehead is on the mat. Catch your breath. Lower the arms down to the sides of the body. Let the shoulders roll away from the ears. And hands under your shoulders, pushing yourself up nice and gently. Back into table, and we're going to do a couple of down dog sets. So our first down dog, we're going to do a groiner plank. So we're going to do something like this. So right knee comes to right elbow, and then we're going to extend, but only parallel to the floor this time. So you're in an extended down dog with an extended leg. Inhale the plank. Exhale, extend. And we're going to drop that head so that the chest is connecting with the chin. Good. So we're going to do 10 of these. So it's going to take some control of the butt to not go over your head. But we want to just come parallel to the floor the first time. So exhale into down dog. Let's go with the right leg to start. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, extend beyond. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, extend. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Feel that heel pushing into the mat a little bit more with each press. Good. Go to the rhythm of your breath. 3 more. And come on down into hero's pose. Just rest those wrists. Do a little stretch if you need to before we get into the next side. Hard on the wrists, we need to condition them. Ready for the next side? We're ready, let's do it. Into down dog. We're going with the opposite leg. So it should be left leg, knee to elbow, inhale. Exhale, extend, leg is parallel to the floor. Inhale, leg, exhale, extend. Three more. Come into hero's pose. Rest those wrists. If you need to come into child's pose, that's totally fine. Give it a little wiggle. We are going to get into our wild thing. We're going to do wild thing, and then I'd like to do some kick throughs. So, on each side, this time we are going to cross the knee to the opposite elbow, extend up, bend, and hold. We are going to wiggle the hands out too. You've got options here. You don't have to bend, you don't have to wiggle. Listen and do what you feel you're capable of today. So, up into down dog. On the exhale, we're going to do right knee to left elbow. Extend all the way as far up as you can. Bend the knee, rotate the hips. If you can walk the hands to the edge of the mat and look underneath your armpit towards that foot, then you're stellar, gold star. Oh yeah. Well then, you're doing it. Inhale, knee to elbow. Back up, extend. Knee to elbow. Extend. Two more. Nice extension, great. And bend here at the top, rotate the pelvis, look underneath your armpit. Come down at any time if you need to. And rotate back down into your table. Hero's pose, rest those wrists. I'll go gentle on you today. We'll do the other side. And then we'll do our kick throws. Other side, we've caught our breath. Good. Inhale. Exhale into your down dog. So this time, left knee comes to right elbow. Extend all the way as far up as you can. Rotate the pelvis. Bending that leg, looking through your armpit. Hold, catch your breath. Bring that left knee back down to your right elbow. Inhale, table. Exhale, extend. Do three more full extensions. Knee to elbow. Extend. And hold this one up. Bend the knee. Rotate the hips. Look under your armpit. Looking good. I can see you. Come on down into child's pose. Rest the wrists behind you along your body. Just let those Shoulders and arms fall towards the mat. One more dynamic move. Inhale, bring those hands under the shoulders. Exhale, push yourself up. We're coming one last time into table. And we're going to kick. So, toes are underneath the shins this time. We're coming up into a bear position. So we're lifting the knees off the mat about 4 inches. Make sure the hands are right underneath the shoulders so that we protect the shoulders. And on the exhale, we're going to draw the right arm up and kick the left foot through. Bring it back. Reset. You can stay on one side, or you can alternate sides. But make sure you reset in between. Look at that space between your knees. The hands are under your shoulders. Take a break at any time. Right? I find it easier to rotate side to side. You may not find the same. So, nice deep breath. Come into your bear. Make sure you're nice and tight. And exhale, kick through. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, kick through. Let your breath power you. Don't kick anyone. Reset. Make sure you reset nice and tight in between. Work those abs, engage the abs. Rest anytime you need. Let's try 2 more on each side. And relax. Cat-cow position. Inhale, cat. Exhale, round out into cow. Repeat. Exhale, round out. 3 more. Into cow, just hold here, round out the shoulders, the neck, chin is to chest. Nice deep breaths. Curl the toes under your shins. Come back into a squat position. Really stretching those arms out, reaching before you. Dropping the head. Into Balasana. I forgot to do our 8 arms early in our chair position, so come on into our nice Balasana. Just hang out here. We're going to do one last dynamic stretch with our arms. We're going to come up on our toes, open the chest up, inhale, open those arms up, round the arms so that the back of the hands are together, drop the head between the arms. Flat foot. Inhale, come up. Open. Exhale, round out, drop the head, flatten the feet. Two more. Good. And rest. You can bend the hands together, the back of the hands, just to stretch them out. Or prayer, however you feel. And come onto the mat into a comfortably uncomfortable position. I also forgot to do eagle, but that's okay. Lots to do next week. Just wrap the arms one under the other. Inhale. Exhale, push them up. Move to the breath. Feel the muscles in your face soften. You are welcome to close your eyes if you like. Two more. And rotate here. Be sure to get some good breaths in. Helps the muscles roll along the spine. It's like a little massage. And relax out of that. You can change your feet position as well as your arms. And opposite. If you remember which way you had it the first time. Again, move with the rhythm of your breath. You don't need to cross. Just be comfortably uncomfortable, however that suits you. And rotate here, preferably the opposite direction. And release. Roll the shoulders, reset. Again, comfortably uncomfortable, however that might be for you. Take just a moment to catch your breath. Reflect on your intention, whatever you might have set for yourselves. Draw in some new energy. Exhale, releasing anything that may have stressed you. And perhaps you'd like to set a focus for the week, or at least a coming day or two, or even just the evening. Maintain the zen that you may have created today. Celebrate the fact that you got here today, that you showed up for yourself, that you participated, you changed up your energy. And start to just become a little bit more present in this space, hearing the sounds around you. Open your eyes when you're ready. Be ready to take on the evening ahead. Thank you all for coming. Namaste.